Hi everyone, good morning. Welcome back. So, guys, as part of the today's session, we are gonna study one of the most important concept, which is a scroll down. Okay, so how exactly we can perform a scroll down operation using this particular APM. So, ideally, if you see this one, basically, this type of a scroll down functionality. Ideally, with the older versions of APM, it's not a toughest part, whereas with the latest versions of APM, this is gonna be the toughest part. How exactly we are gonna perform this scroll operation is the key thing. Okay, there are a few steps we need to consider. The first and a foremost thing that we need to consider here is this scroll functionality. If you observe, you are dealing this scroll which is of a vertically, which itself is a height. In order to scroll down, what we were doing, if you consider that, somewhere at the portion of the screen, I'm just pressing and I'm moving my cursor up so that it's going down to the screen, right? So somewhere I'm pressing it here. If you recap this scenario, somewhere I'm pressing my cursor here and I'm moving my position up. See, basically I'm moving it as a up. So here, for that, we are not dealing anything related to horizontally. So which means we are not changing any width in this case. We are managing with the height itself. That's the first thing. Okay, managing with the height itself. Okay, we are managing with the height itself, for which we need to capture the screen height. Okay, we need to capture the screen height. So somewhere, okay, for this particular screen height, you are pressing it here somewhere and you are moving it up. All right. How would I know at this particular point I need to deal with it? So if you consider this particular image as a height starting from 1 to 10, 1 is going to be at the top, 10 is going to be at the bottom. So if you consider this 1 and as well as a 10, somewhere in that particular example, if you see, right, somewhere it's going to be 0.8. So you are pressing at 0.8 and you are moving up, which is going to be around somewhere 0.2, which means the height itself you are changing. That's the key thing. Okay, the height itself you are changing. Okay, that's fine. That's the perfect thing. And in order to deal with this particular actions, okay, in order to deal with this particular actions, there are couple more important things that we need to consider. The first and a foremost thing that you need to consider here is actions chain. This actions chain, first of all, you need to import, and you are gonna perform series of actions. Like you need to move your cursor at that particular point, you need to perform up, down, all those things you just need to perform using this actions chain. Along with that action chain, you also need to use a pointer input that will be specifying a clear-cut pointer actions that it needs to perform and the various kinds of interactions it needs to be performed will be specified as part of this pointer input. And after that, of course, we need an action builder to build this particular actions. Okay, we need an action builder in order to build this particular actions. Okay, these are the key things that we need to consider. If that's the note, let us start our program with these three different imports. Basically, the first one is an action chain, the next one is a pointer input, the next one is an interactions, and the last one is an action builder. All these imports I want to do. So here, from Selenium WebDriver common, okay, common, I'm importing actions chain. So import actions chain, that's what I have imported. Okay, after this particular actions chain, we also need to import the pointer input. So from Selenium, again a WebDriver, again this particular common. From this actions, okay, I wanna go with a pointer input and the import that I want to do is a pointer import. And after the pointer import, we want to do an interactions. So from Selenium again, WebDriver again, common, and from the actions, I want to import interactions. Okay, from that, I want to import the interactions. And the last one that I want to deal is an actions builder. So from Selenium, okay, from the WebDriver again, common, and from the actions, I want to go with an action builder import. Okay, I want to go with an action builder import. So I was just launching this Swag Labs app. Okay, I was just launching this Swag Labs app. After that, as we have imported all the required things right now, we need to get the screen coordinates. Okay, we need to get the screen coordinates. The method that we are gonna use here is driver dot. Okay, so get a window size. Get a window size is a method that will be getting the size of my screen. Okay, the screen size. Okay, the complete this screen size itself means the height and the width of that particular current mobile instance will be captured. Okay, the height and the width of that mobile instance will be captured. And the starting coordinate, I just want to get the width. X itself means the width. So which is going to be divided by 2, which is going to be roughly at the center of that screen. Start y is going to be the screen size of height, and it's gonna be at 0.8. If you remember, we have a compared that particular one, and initially you are pressing it here at 0.8 and you are pulling it somewhere to 0.2. So that's the reason the start is gonna be 0.8, and the end y is gonna be from the screen size, from the same height, I want to multiply with 0.2. That's it, guys. So this is going to be the ny. So I have captured my start coordinate and as well as an end coordinates here. After capturing the start coordinate and as well as the end coordinate, the first and the foremost thing is an actions chain. So here actions is equal to actions chain of a driver, the complete chain of actions I want to deal, and then I want to go with the pointer input. This pointer input is equal to the pointer input of, you need to specify the interactions whenever you use an interaction dot. So here this is the touch action I want to perform, and the name I'm gonna give it here is a finger. Basically I just want to do a finger operation here, and I want to build my actions using the action builder. Action builder is equal to action builder of, I want to pass my driver instance followed by my mouse is equal to, it should point to that particular pointer. My mouse should point to that particular pointer. After all these things, the first and foremost thing is you need to, so basically if you observe this particular instance, you need to move your cursor at the 0.8% and then you need to move up. So here what I'm gonna do right now, action builder dot the pointer, okay, the pointer action that I want to do, okay, the pointer action that I want to do, which is move to a particular location. That location x is equal to the start x and y is equal to the start y. I want to move my position to x and as well as a y. And after that, okay, and after that you are just pressing it down. So action builder dot pointer action. Okay, and I want to go with the pointer down. After that, I wanna move my cursor to end y. I wanna move my cursor to end y, and after that, I wanna perform that particular. Okay, I wanna perform that particular pointer up operation. These are the four different actions, and we need to perform all those actions. So here I'm using an actions.perform. But from the latest Appium versions onwards, we need to convert these actions into the W3 actions. Whatever the action builder is there, the whole chunk you need to convert it into a W3 actions and then perform this particular actions, guys. That's it, as simple as it is. Now let me try to run my program and see whether it is performing this particular operation or not. It's trying to execute. Let us see how this is going to work. It should perform a scroll up operation. So which is going to be the bottom of the screen. See, it performed that particular operation. So this is the way how exactly you can deal with it. The three key things that you need to consider are: the first one is the coordinates, the second one is the creating an instance to an action change, the pointer input, the interactions, and as well as an action builder. Once we are done with all these things, we can easily perform this particular actions, guys. Okay, once we are done with all these things, you can easily perform this particular actions. And for suppose this start x and a start y, probably what I'm gonna do right now, it's just capturing this value, right? So what additionally I want to do here is I want to convert it into a full-fledged integer. I want to mark it into an integer. So int, this is the one. Okay, the same way I just want to mark it into the integer. That's it. So the furthermore, I don't want to get any decimal values precisely. I want to convert it into an integer. Hence I have used this particular integer. That's it. There is no much change for us when we start executing the program. Okay, the action is gonna be one and the same. That's it. So this is the way how exactly you can perform a scroll down operation in a APM 2.x, guys. Okay, perfect. See you again in the next session. Bye bye.